gonna make it authentic here.
Yo, what I was happening, you already know what's going on. It's your guy. It's your guy. Go ahead and let everybody know what your name is, what you go by.
Dre, from up the way. They call me Piru Dre.
All right, Piru. So where you grow up at? You said up the way, like what area?
I'm from the Benham, Union Miles, Harbor area, 116th. Really from up the way, period, you know, all the way up the way.
Okay. You the only child?
No, I'm the oldest of four.
Oldest of four?
Yeah, I got two brothers and sisters younger than me.
So how was that? How was that growing up being the oldest?
Shit, it was like trial and error, man. I had young parents. Shit, it's like they learning off me. My mom learning how to be a mom off me, her and my father.
Okay, so can you explain a little bit what steered you into the streets?
I can't say a product of my environment because I had two parents there. I come from a two-parent home. It was just seeing the struggles my peoples went through, man. When we didn't have, as a young nigga, I was trying to help provide. Right. So I turned to the streets, you know, basic shit as a young nigga back in the 80s, you know, stealing cars, collecting cans, carrying bags, whatever nigga need to do. Then the dope trade came, you know, nigga learned how to do that, nigga took off from there.
Oh, okay. So how many times have you been incarcerated?
Shit, altogether 3. I got about 26, 52 years in prison.
26 years in out of 50, you
Yeah,
52?
Yeah.
Okay, you 52. So what was the longest time you did in prison?
I just came off an 18 to life stretch in 2021.
18 to life?
Yeah, 2021, yeah.
So, did you have any CODs?
No, on the case by myself.
You was on the case with that, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Did you max out or did you get a parole?
I got a parole in 21.
Parole in 21?
Yeah.
So, okay. Tell me something that you did that you know played a part in you getting the parole.
Just had to change my attitude and my disposition, who I am. You know, with that gang banging mentality, street nigga mentality, come through the prison system, they already hip to what's going on because many came before me. So I had to change my mentality coming to the prison system because I seen so many guys go before the parole board before I did, and I seen what they didn't do, and I applied what they didn't do in my life.
Okay. So how do you remember how old you was when you decided you wanted to make a change and do something different?
In a joint.
Yeah, like period.
Shit, I was in prison. I was doing a life bid. I think I was about 34.
Okay.
I had about 7 years in at the time, and I kept seeing niggas go to board and get stroked 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. I knew my day was gonna come soon. We go to parole board too. So I had to change my outlook of things, man. You know, giving that street nigga mentality up in prison. It don't get you nowhere. I know so many niggas is still locked up from having that attitude, can't get out. So I think about 34 when I changed the mentality.
Okay. Can you credit any programming that you took in prison?
Oh, for sure, shit. Thinking for a change is number one. It taught me how to think before I react, how to think without impulse. What we do as niggas from the street, we go for our emotions. And we have critical moments before we make that fucked up decision when we do what we do. So think for a change had me to think before I react. And I think victims awareness too, that helped me out too a lot too, because it made me realize it was more than just one victim in my case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the dude I killed, it was his mom, his children.
Mm-hmm.
Our community suffering too.
The ripple effect.
Right. So that helped me out a lot. Learning, when I learned how to, the ripple effect, like you said, when I learned that, it made me change my whole concept of everything I did.
Yeah, that did something for me too. When I took victims awareness and they showed me that video and they explained the ripple effect, I was like, man, like it did something to me. It did something to me for real. So I feel you. Okay, so taking you back into prison to the earlier days, Piru Dre, you know what I'm saying? Did you ever witness any violence that resulted into somebody losing their life in prison?
Every day. I was in a close max prison, so.
What prison was that?
I was in Trumbull.
Trumbull, okay.
When 97% of the whole prison population was doing life in prison.
What year was that?
I went down in 2000. I did 5 years in Trumbull prison. Yeah, it was like every day was like a horror house, you know. And so when you go into prison, you gotta become just like what you see. You gotta become an animal too.
Yeah. And I guess you explained it perfect, because I was just trying to explain it, and it was just like you had to be that way to make it
You gotta
through.
become an animal.
You had to be that way.
I got on my gang shit. I got on everything. All concepts I brought from the street. I brought to prison. My gang shit. My whole mentality.
Magnified though, because it's so close quarters.
You had to change. You gotta be what you see. Because if you don't, you'll get ate by the rest of the wolves.
You're gonna get ate by the rest of the wolves. Okay, so boom. So real quick, can you tell me what happened to sexual predators in prison, like sex offenders, child molesters?
Well, back then when I first got locked up in 1999, they used to be shunned upon. They used to took a look at it. Get all their shit took, get raped, get beat, stabbed. Now it's a new day of doing things. They protect them nowadays. So this ain't, when I've been gone from prison for 3 years. When I know I left prison at 21, it was different. You know, they protected the sex offenders in prison. The administration.
Mm-hmm.
So back when I first got locked up, the CO used to put his song. Hey, get this fucker. He just raped a 5-year-old boy. You know, then they turned a blind eye on shit. Nowadays, they just changed the whole game on that now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, okay, if you can go back and talk to your younger self, what would be some advice that you would give them about the people that they hanging around?
I would say, love yourself first, fuck others, because the word my nigga is only a phrase used when times are good. Put your dick in the dirt and fall on your back. And I'm saying niggas, you saying my nigga, will turn their back on you. So I'll be like, love myself first, man. If I love myself first, I think a lot of things I went through, I would never went through. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I go back and change anything about what I've done, I just change the people I hung around me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. I wouldn't, but I think my life went the way it's supposed to went, though. I said God set the pattern for me to go through the shit I went through to be who I am today.
Yes, sir. That's like, yes, sir. I feel you. I say the same thing. You already know what it is. So, yeah, outside looking inside, surviving prison. We out here with Piru Dre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We out here with him, the homie. He took time out to come holler at us. So we on politics. So tell me a time in prison. I don't know. Was it a time where you was scared? What's the most time you was the scaredest you been in prison? Have you ever been scared?
No, only thing I'm ever afraid of is dying.
What you afraid of?
Dying, being broke, and being alone.
Okay, dying, being broke, and being alone.
Yeah.
Was you ever alone when you was in prison?
No, I had a lot of dark moments because you saw life in prison, and you see a lot of niggas in that bitch to go to parole before, and they still can't get out. You wonder, like, damn, the life being life. Then you start seeing hope. 1 or 2 niggas go home. You start seeing hope. So I don't think there's ever a time I would say ever scared, nothing, because I'm not afraid of nothing. But my most fear came from my family members on the street. You know what I'm saying? When they started dying off, my sister got murdered in 2017. So that's my fear came from, losing family members, and I'm not to be there to protect them. But as far as being in prison, I was at home, feet up, you feel me?
Yeah.
I was at home, feet up, you know what I'm saying? I was prepared to be who I am a long time ago, because I came from a rough background with a disciplinary ass stepfather and shit like that. So I said, scared, I ain't never been scared of nothing. Like I said, dying, being broken, being alone, my 3 biggest fears to this day. That's why all work, no play with me.
All work, no play. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what's the longest you ever spent? What's the longest time you spent in the hole?
Shit,
in segregation?
I think 57 days for investigation. I did 15 days under investigation. And they gave me another 30 days, another 15 days to investigation. That's 30, and they gave me a LC 45 days, so like 75 days.
At one time?
Yep.
Okay, that's about what I had. That seemed like a long time when you back there.
That's like 2 months and some days, nigga. Sitting in that little ass cell,
Yeah,
man.
when I was in there like that, I was refusing cellies.
Yeah, I did too. I would not, cause they couldn't put no white boys in my cell.
Yeah, nobody in my
Like
cell at all. I don't want no
I want no
celly.
white boy. I take a nigga. He gotta be a nigga that I like. When he come to the door, hey,
Oh yeah. If it's a homie,
Don't
homie,
bring that nigga in here.
Yeah, if
He
it's
ain't
a
gonna eat
homie.
this bitch.
they already know. They'll come to the door and put his picture up to the door. Like he cool. Nope.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. So outside looking inside, surviving prison, we got Piru Dre. You already know what it is, man. We out here. We out here. You feel me? You got somebody you want to shout out?
All the real niggas is left, man. That's it, man. All the real niggas is left. Not the Instagram real niggas, not the Facebook real niggas. I'm talking about the real niggas, throwback real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Them type niggas. I ain't talking about these new real niggas. Because these new real niggas wearing purses and jeans tied in with the bitch got on. So I'm talking about the real niggas. I know what I'm talking about.
Ain't no doubt. Hey, so all right, so look. So what's a message would you tell people who got loved ones that's incarcerated?
Don't forget about them, man. Don't forget about them. They made a mistake. Forgive them. Or if you not forgive them, continue to love them, man, because, you know, that's a dark place, man. And when you in that motherfucker, you don't think nobody love you, you can do dark things, man. You become a demon. You become what prison make you is. If you don't have nobody to love you the way you want to be loved, just a letter of appreciation, just a postcard, a separate nigga phone call, just give a nigga some kind of love, man. Don't turn your back on the motherfucker when they down bad. You know what I'm saying? Because when they come home, they're gonna be spiteful and evil. And you're gonna wonder why. But you already know why. Because you ain't did what you supposed to do, man. It ain't always about having a financial agreement. It's about just showing some niggas some love one time, man. This time nigga call collect. He ain't always calling wanting no money. He calling his to hear a voice. Feel me? Some peace, because he in an animalistic ass world. He ain't calling about no bread all the time. So accept that phone call and quit avoiding them niggas, man. Feel me?
It is a different world in there. Okay, so boom. How about this one? What advice would you give a female that's dealing with a man that's coming home from prison after doing as much time as you
Be
did?
patient with him. Give him his space. Give him opportunity to be who he gonna be. Be patient with him. That's what Rich calling me.
Because it's going to show. It's going to show. All right, you already know what it is. Outside looking inside, man. We got Piru Dre. Hit that like, that subscribe.